In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of the meeting of the Franklin Township Environmental Commission was made by posting on the bulletin board in the municipal building, posted on the township website, and electronically transmitted to the officially designated newspapers indicating this meeting would take place in person at 7 o'clock on July 21st, 2025. Meeting started. Roll call. Well, I know what I didn't do. I'll do the roll call first. Robin? Here. Stan?
Present.
Ellen?
Here.
Easy?
Here.
Maria?
Here.
Walter?
Yeah.
And Ted is here.
Okay.
Lonnie's not here, and I'm here. Okay? Perfect. Good. I didn't really write any chairman's remarks, just to bring everybody up to date. I think I did last time, though. The B9 warehouse has gone to appeals court, and nothing has happened yet with that. And the Onyx warehouse has been postponed until September because Somerset Woods has now gotten into the picture. There's a property dispute on the corner as to who owns what. So that's the current one. There is a new warehouse now in construction on Schoolhouse. They're already putting up the walls, those slate walls go up. They got one side and they turn the corner and they're coming up with that one. Is somebody else? Yes. No, Bill Bowman, the public. So we did the roll call. I did a little report. Approval of the minutes from July 7th.
So moved.
Any comments, changes, adds? I think Ted did a good job. So,
I didn't miss anything, I hope.
no, I didn't see anything. You know, I've got it here. And, yeah, we talked about Catalan. Okay. So all in favor of accepting the minutes?
Aye.
It's accepted, okay?
I abstained because I was not here.
Stan abstained.
Got it.
Public comment? We'll open the meeting to public comment.
So moved.
So moved.
Okay. Favor? Aye?
Aye.
Any comments you want to make?
I don't think so, no.
Bill? Well,
Excuse me, Paul, could I
Yeah.
make a comment to like everybody here?
yeah.
I'm just having a great time. I don't know what you do Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings I'm home, but I'm watching this show called Getting Green, and I believe it's on the movie channel, and I just saw season 11, episode 5. They were talking about converting lawns in parks and residential areas to meadows. That blew me away. I loved it. I mean, and then there was more. They talked about this product called Instant Off. You attach it to your faucet to save money. And I want to go out and see, read it, see if I can find it. And then they were also promoting rain barrels and rain gardens. If you don't want to buy a barrel, at your downspout, create a rain garden that, you can take the water, filter it, and distribute it to soil. So I love this show. So I just wanted to share it, and even to the public.
Thank you.
Getting Green on Sunday mornings.
What channel that was?
I believe it was the movie channel.
TMC.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I speak into my voice remote. I think that's the one.
Yes.
No, TMC.
The movie channel is its own channel. It's usually in the standard package. You have cable?
Yeah.
I have basic. I'm a cheapy person. I don't want all that.
Tara, is there any correspondence? that
No
you got?
correspondence
And,
right now.
I don't think we have any. I haven't gone to the mailbox, but hardly anything ever goes there anymore. So, and there is one site plan review. I know you want to, Robin, you want to go before that or after?
Yeah,
that?
I have a couple things, because I have a house guest who, I just got to my house at 5:30. She came in from France today, and I'd like to get home and have dinner before I could. I noticed that dark sky did not make the agenda. I have
So we can talk about it on the agenda, but the agenda was already out by the
Okay.
time you asked. But as a commissioner, you can add something to the
Okay,
agenda. Yeah.
I'm going to leave early.
Yeah,
So
no
that's why I'm
problem.
bringing it up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
everybody got the information on dark sky. You saw where we're coming up short in our lighting ordinance. And I'd like to make a motion that we send that information as the one locker, and we ask the council to bring our lighting ordinances up to meet the standards recommended by dark sky. I think the Firefly Walk last week was a perfect example of people who care. We had 40-plus people who were there. And when you're back there in the John Clyde Preserve, you don't see any lights. It was magical. And we had quite a few kids. Bring your kids next year. It was fun. And so that is a motion I would like to make. So that's one thing, and I have one other item to bring up.
And this is based on, the review is based on the spreadsheet that you
Yes.
sent. I have that up. I think everyone has the spreadsheet, but Dark Sky put it together so I can use that to do a memo.
Right.
And then send it in. So that would be
In the
the,
memo, you want to make sure that this was an ANJAC, was this ANJAC also supported it?
Well, NJAC is also supporting dark sky
Right.
everywhere, yes.
I
That
think
was
that-
I second that. I second.
Stan seconded.
Second. Okay, is there any more discussions that we want?
Really?
Nothing? If there's no other discussions, we can take a
Call the
vote.
vote.
Call for all in favor.
Aye.
Thank you. The second thing I would like to share with you all, and thank you for giving me this moment. At the end of this year, I'm going to step off the Environmental Commission.
oh,
I have, my schedule's pretty hefty. And the reason I feel I can do this is there are two things I'm doing now that are very environmentally focused. And I think I'll be carrying the flag for all of you. Both of them have to do with getting the insurance industry to pay attention to environment. And I am particularly well suited to do that. One of them involves the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies. I sit on the board of an insurance company that was founded here in Franklin Township. It's called Franklin Mutual.
yeah.
They're based up in Branchville. I've been on the board for 30-some years. I expect somewhere in the next year or two I will probably become the chairman of the board. And through them, I am getting to the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies to talk, and they're listening to me about things like methane containment, as well as just overall gas and oil investments. And it's taking time. And I'm willing to put in the time because particularly this association, the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies, is made up of lots of small companies all across the country. And you can imagine what the politics are like in much of the, the 80% middle of the country. But they're listening to me, and I want to continue to work this. I'm getting their National Federal Affairs guy in Washington together with me and someone from the Rocky Mountain Institute to talk about methane in October. The other thing I'm doing is, as you know, New Jersey has NJ-PACT, REAL regs out there now to get approved. This is what affects new construction and redevelopment to respond to sea level rise, to make sure we're building new homes and redevelopment that are going to be protected. Well, lo and behold, the New Jersey Business and Industry Association, which is huge in the state, got 3 insurance associations to sign their letter in opposition to these new regs. And I spent today maybe an hour on the phone with Jennifer Coffey, who's the head of ANJAC, who is, even by Ed Potasnak and the New Jersey League of Conservation Voters, by their opinion, Jennifer Coffey's the expert on this in the state. She spent 15 years studying this. I said, Jennifer, if I can get the 2 agents association and the company association to sit down with you so you can explain what's in these regs and how it's not bad news for insurance companies or the policyholders, would that be of service? Well, she's thrilled. So I'm going to work very hard on getting those people together. That I'm going to do by September. So I can see there's a role for me. I'm the first woman president of the Professional Insurance Agents Association of New Jersey. I spent 45 years in the business. I have a lot of contacts. And I sit on the board of an insurance company that, while it's not based in Franklin anymore, it was founded here, and my great-great-grandfather was one of the first agents. So I want to use these things
Yeah.
For environmental good
For
work.
the good.
Yes. So
I second that.
I'm the vice chair of the
In the
State
name,
Theater
but
Board
I
of
second
Directors.
that.
And you have me. In whatever way I can support you, I will continue to do that.
You take a hiatus?
Hiatus, yeah.
Maybe for a couple of years. Let's see.
And see where you
But I
are.
think
But no.
compared to the Environmental Commission I came to in January of '20, this is a much more engaged commission, doing wonderful things. And I'm really very proud of Stanley, how you've stepped up, and Maria stepped up, and committees have been formed, and you're taking tasks on so that the whole can do more. I think there's so much potential here in Franklin. And I'm very, very grateful to have served with all of you. And I encourage you to keep doing it and keep digging. And where I can serve from the sidelines, I will. And I'll come as often as I can between now and the end of the year. But I'm trying to be realistic for myself. I'm on the board of New Jersey League of Conservation Voters, and I'm also on the national board of Creation Justice Ministries, which is an ecumenical association to help empower churches to provide resources to their congregations and their ministers and their priests or whatever, so that they can do the right thing to care for the creation. Because as you know, there's a lot of the church world out there that's in strong denial of this stuff. And they need our resources and our help. So I'm doing that as well.
Robin, do you work with Green Faith, with Reverend Harper?
I attended the gathering last Thursday night. They're trying to get a Somerset County thing of Green Faith going again.
Right.
And I went to that meeting. Unfortunately, it was only me, Nadine Spellman, who is from Unitarian Universalist Church in Somerville, and 2 people from a mosque in Montgomery. So that was very encouraging. So I will tangentially, I can't run it.
No.
Clearly, I already said yes to too many things. But I wanted to share all that with you and thank you. And so the other hot topic before I leave is 2 of them actually. The skip the stuff. I think Tara has everything now to order the supplies. If we can get this stuff in hand, I will go to the chamber and I will go door to door knocking on businesses and say, please put this detail up. In your
Okay.
And there's one more. Oh, sustainable aviation fuel. Back in June, the New Jersey League of Conservation Voters gave United an award for what they're doing for the environment. United Airlines. Biggest show in our airport, right? It's United. I went up to the woman that won the award and said, we have a young aviation teacher in Franklin. You met her.
Yeah.
Sarah
Yeah,
came here.
right.
She's very interested in doing something on sustainable aviation fuel as a community education opportunity. And we would love to partner with United to do that. And this woman was all for it. So I'm bugging her. The people at the LCV who gave her the award said she's really hard to nail down. So I'm continuing to bug her. But I'm hoping that between now and the end of the year, one of our education sessions
Yeah.
could be on sustainable aviation fuel. We'll get community members and kids to come learn about this and explain how, because all of us, did you know when you buy a ticket on United, there's a box that you can help support SAF, and you have to give money. They're looking for money. So every flight, I give them $3.50 that goes towards their SAF fund, because sustainable aviation fuel costs twice as much as standard aviation fuel.
Wow.
So I'm hoping between now and the end of the year, we can pull that off.
That'd be great.
So stay tuned for more information.
Yeah.
You got the airport in Manville.
I was gonna say, we have airports in Montgomery.
Yes, and I don't know if those, maybe we invite them to our session.
We could do that.
Yeah.
The Manville people.
And Princeton.
And
Princeton.
that's
Yeah.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Montgomery.
Yeah, well, the Princeton Airport, Ken Nierenberg, mother Naomi Nierenberg, longstanding Franklin resident, so I have very strong, Ken Nierenberg used to live across the street from me.
Wow.
So they have very strong connections.
Oh, that
with
would be
Franklin.
wonderful. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. And Sarah takes students up in flights out of both Princeton and Vanderbilt, so she's already a known quantity.
Yeah, that would be great.
So stay tuned for that.
Quick question. Does your insurance association have a newsletter?
Not for the public, for
Oh.
their members.
Okay,
For their members.
all right.
So I'm going to try to do as much there as I can. And these new NJ Pact REAL rig, this is a short time frame. The state just came out with, the DEP has modified their regs because they got so much pushback from the builders. They've watered them down, which has the environmental people very upset. But I'm going to try to get some of these people together in a room so they understand it. Because I don't think the insurance people understand it. I think NJBIA said, come on, support us, and
Yeah.
we'll support you for something else.
Yeah.
And I would like to get them in a room with Jennifer Coffey from NJEC and let her point out exactly how it makes homes safer. How the person that's buying new construction actually is going to get more discounts on their flood insurance because of these new rules.
Right.
The builder has to follow them, which triggers discounts and can trigger things like Maria's going to talk to you about the community rating system.
Yeah.
Yes.
Creates knowledge about who is doing something, who does not, so that they can project
Losses.
losses and calculate the premium.
Yes.
What I found interesting is that, because I was trying to learn more about
Yeah.
it, and Franklin has the same percentage.
Wow.
And that's the discount we get anybody that lives in Franklin, because our community floodplain manager has filled out a questionnaire and said, we do these kind of things in Franklin. So everybody gets a 15% discount. We're eligible for up to 45%.
Wow.
If
Yeah.
the community floodplain manager takes advantage of all the things. Now, some of them may not apply to us because we're not at the shore, but certainly more than 15% does.
Yeah.
So even just this group, understanding how the community rating system works, and if the community floodplain manager embraces what the DEP is proposing, automatically everybody will get more discounts. So there's a lot to be learned here. It can be a little overwhelming, but I've said enough.
Could I make a comment? I haven't been on the commission that long, but I've just been so impressed with what you bring to the table. Well, everybody here, you impress my socks off. I hope I can contribute, but from my experience working at the safety office at Rutgers and being a general person, insurance runs the country. It's like we're always paying premiums for this flood, car, home, whatever, liability. It's like to have the voice of reason, with insurance companies, and that, we do the right thing environmentally. I'm thrilled. So, you have my...
As the president of Franklin Mutual said to me a couple months ago when I was working on this oil and gas and methane thing, he said, Robin, because he took it to a group of CEOs, and he said, I made the case it's like seatbelts. Back in the 60s, the insurance industry got involved and said, we really urge seatbelts. He said, we weren't saving any money by urging seatbelts. It just made driving safer. And we knew that was the right thing to do.
Yes.
So he's trying to help his peers see that doing things environmentally is the right thing to do. And he's using the parallel of seatbelts, which I think is brilliant. So
That is good. That's a good analogy.
I'm going to try to follow in those footsteps.
Use examples of seatbelts a lot because it's an example of good regulation.
Yes.
But in the spirit of gratefulness, I'm also very, very grateful what you brought to the commission
really
in a
did.
much higher spirit.
Yeah, you have.
About the commission.
That inspired all of us.
And history. Your family has been here for so long. Your history.
And I'm not going anywhere. I just won't be at so many meetings. But if I have something good, I'll be over there next to Barbara.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go home and have a hamburger with my company.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Have a good meeting.
I'm surprised, I'm so shocked.
She's in shock still. She's like, oh. All right.
I will see you at the next meeting. I think it'll be the middle of August over here.
Thanks,
Okay.
Robin. All right.
Maybe I'll have good things to report.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Very
Okay,
good. Thanks very much.
Good night.
Good night. That's a shock. We'll have to...
Wow.
We got time. I mean, she'll stay till the end of the year. So we can alert people and start to keep our eyes open for possible people who might be interested.
Be a hard chair to fill.
Very hard, very hard. So, you said you had a site plan.
I do, yes. Give me 1 second. I'm just writing this down. So you know, okay. Okay, I do have one site plan review. It is for Somerset Bible Baptist Church. And what they are looking to do is to add a addition to the back of the church. It's going to be for a gym, so it'll have a basketball court, bleachers, storage, and locker rooms inside. Let me get the site plan up here. It does require a variance. Churches in this R40 zone are considered a conditional use, and it's going to be expanding that conditional use, so it requires a variance for that. It also requires a variance for having, they're going to exceed the allowable impervious coverage. So in R40, it's 20%. Doing this addition, which is 88,540 square feet, we'll bring that up to 26.6%. So they're going to exceed the allowable impervious coverage by 6.6%. So one of my recommendations was to basically try and get as close to that 20% as possible through, rain gardens, pervious pavement, anything to, try and bring that down. So here's the existing church right here on the property. You can see the parking already is on the sides, and then here's the proposed building right back here, right on the back of the church. Just one thing to draw your attention to behind it, and I'll show you on the aerial in a second. There is a DRCC stream corridor boundary is back here, as well as the Franklin Township stream corridor. So there is wetlands back there. There is a presence of threatened and endangered species, and obviously wetlands and the DRCC approval will be necessary.
Is this part they own in that area where
That's all, some of it's stream corridor boundary, some of it they own. Yeah, like the back part, they do not own the stream corridor boundary. Here's the aerial, just so you can see. So again, you can see here's the existing church and the parking is all around it. This is Cedar Grove Lane right here. That's where the access is. Back here is where the wetlands and the presence of threatened and endangered species are. It basically follows the wetlands. And right around here is where the proposed building is going to be. There was no anti-idling signs proposed, so I said that should be a recommendation. There was no bike racks.
It's not a warehouse.
It's not, but having the anti-idling, I think in a church too, just like a school would be important, Yeah, because I think people probably do idle there. I can also show you, I don't know how much help this is, but they did submit architectural plans.
What are they using it for?
It's going to be a gym. So it's going to be a gym. Yeah, I'll show you here. So it's going to look like, it's basically kind of almost like a manufactured building. So it's going to be, here's the foyer. When you walk in, there's going to be locker rooms, girls and boys, bathrooms on either side of that. And then there's a big basketball court in here with bleachers.
How many square feet?
Altogether, it's 8540, I believe it is.
That's big. 85,000 square feet.
8,540.
That's different.
Yep.
Yes.
Let me just get my review up, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think that basically about covers it. So one thing I will say is that the application that was submitted is I think there's some things missing. So for example, there's no tree removal plan. Now where the proposed development is happening on the site, I don't see any trees there, but there should still be something that says we're not planning on removing any trees. That wasn't submitted. There is no stormwater management plan in there at all. Now granted, it's below the required amount, but there's nothing, they're going to be generating a lot of runoff from that roof, and it backs up to wetlands.
There is a creek right behind.
Right.
Whether since they'll be using some of the parking lot and probably move the parking lot further back.
I would assume so, yeah, but it doesn't say that in there. So there's a lot of things missing from the application. That's one thing I noted, is that, if you're not removing trees, okay, but you should still say, like, here's all the things that have not been submitted. An environmental impact statement might not be needed for this plan, a stormwater management plan may not be permitted, but there should still be something that says, here's how we plan to treat the additional runoff that we're creating, and it's just not there. Let me go to so basically, again, so I said, the applicant should reduce the proposed impervious coverage so it's as close to 20% as possible. Verify there's no tree removal or impact to the T&E species and wetlands. So even a statement saying there's not going to be any impact, And then there should be anti-link signage and bike racks there because it is a church property and this is going to be a gym. So it's going to be a basketball gym where people may want to ride, kids probably might want to ride their bikes too. So,
Gym for public use or for the church?
it's for the church. I'm assuming though the church will probably rent it out to public use. A lot of churches that have gyms, like private schools, for example, will rent out their gym.
Incremental income or something.
Yeah, they'll rent it out,
So
yeah.
they're adding parking?
They're not adding any parking. They're using the existing
How much
parking.
they have?
That they don't say. That's the problem. They don't say how
But
many.
is it enough? Are there any rules that?
There's no rules in terms of this parking because what they're adding is it's below like all of the limits that would kind of trigger that. They do have parking surrounding basically the building already, so all of this is parking.
Can we suggest that they add a couple of charging stations?
That was one question I had in and this is, I have to go back and look at the
They
rule.
don't have to, but we can
Yeah.
always suggest.
I don't think they're going to be required to because they're not putting in any, but we can suggest it. Yeah, we can absolutely suggest it.
Maybe we can also wrap it around the words that if they add some community value by adding gym, they could as well add community value as a
We
charging.
should also recommend they put solar cells on the roof.
Yep.
For sure, make sure they have a white roof. That's also another possibility for saving energy inside the building.
Got it. Yeah, we can do that. So that's it. That's all I have.
They'll probably have to come back with a second bite. They're missing a lot of things.
They're missing
Mark
quite a
will
few
send them
things.
back to-
Yeah, I would assume so. So yeah, they're missing, I think, a lot. So.
That's really all, that's all we have on that.
That's all I have for site plans. Nothing else is outstanding right now.
We'll move into new business. See, the first item is Sustainable Jersey recertification.
So I got the first round of comments back.
Right.
So I don't know if I said this at this committee. I know I said it at the Open Space Committee. I got the first round of comments back from Sustainable Jersey. So they accepted 345 of our points. So we need 350 to get to silver. So one of the things that was missing was basically they wanted me, I submitted like a roster of the members.
Oh.
And I included my regular roster, which has everyone's email address on it, even though it's like, out there. They just wanted me to remove your email addresses, even though it just went to them, and then resubmit it to them, and that was worth 10 points. So just doing that one
So
act.
there's the 5 points.
Yeah, I did do a few others just to get us a buffer again. So I submitted 375 points altogether. I think, though, that should be no problem. So, yeah, so that was good.
So we will hit 345, right?
They already approved 345 on the first go around. Now this time I submitted an additional 30 points just to give us buffer. And the one I made sure to submit correctly, it said, if you just send us an updated roster, we'll give you the 10 points. So
that
should be
gives you-
good.
That gives you the 350.
yes, we probably have more than
355.
350. Yeah, we
Right.
should have at least 355. Hopefully they approve some of the others.
Did anyone from Franklin receive the Sustainable Hero award from Sustainable?
Ever? Ted did, right? Didn't you receive the Sustainability Hero once a while back? I thought you did.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I might have.
Years ago, I think it was when, like, the first round of certification. But after Ted, I don't think anybody has. So, yeah.
I did 4 rounds of.
You did. I'm pretty sure you did, because I feel like I worked for the county when you received it. I almost remember, I think I remember that. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It gets published in when.
Yes, yes.
When they send out a newsletter.
Yeah. So I think we should be good to go. So the deadline was July 31st, so I'm assuming, shortly after, soon, we should hear for sure, so,
Next week.
yeah, so that'll be nice.
Marie, is there any education report?
Yes. I have good and bad news. We are, we have a call on Monday, July 14th, and to determine the title of the panel and logistics. The library gave me 3 dates with specific time, and we chose August 28th at 6:30 p.m. and let me tell you the title.
We came to a consensus, we had a nice discussion.
Yes.
I'm sorry, tell me the time one more time, August 28th at,
6:30.
6:30. I already booked the community room
All in the senior center or in the library?
at the library, and I'm trying to find your pieces. Yeah. Time to save your dollars through energy conservation. That's the title of.
oh, nice.
That's easy.
That's concise, it says it all.
Your energy? Or
How to save your dollars.
To save your dollars through energy conservation.
That'll hit everybody where they live.
Now, I'm in a roadblock now because I have reached out to 4 potential speakers. I know we are in the summer. So one, Isabel Molina from BPU told me that she might participate, but that she has to run it through her ethics department. I reached out to Assemblyman Danielson. I'm waiting to hear from him. I reached out to Ed Potosnak, but I know he will get back at some point. And I have reached out to Solar Landscaping, but I cannot get a hold of the people that participated before. So that's the issue that I am right now, that we are having is we don't have speakers already confirmed. And I know Robin suggested that if Tara, you could reach out to the lady.
There was a woman that reached out to me through Sustainable Jersey. I can try and find her info.
Okay, if
Let me
that's,
see if I can find it, yeah.
once I have maybe 2-3 speakers, then we will work on the flyer, but I need their names and confirmation.
And it's only a month away.
Yeah, probably we'll have to push it. Yeah.
I was able to get someone from Sustainable Jersey, like the woman that worked with us on the residential energy efficiency campaign. She might be able to work with us too, so I can ask.
You might be able to get somebody from public service.
No, PSE&G is
They have speakers.
usually arguing.
And they're doing a lot of that.
Yeah, they should certainly send some.
Public service. Then we invited.
How about the Clean Energy Program, BPU?
That's what I reached out, the Department of Energy. That's the lady who's, she wants to participate, but her supervisor said yes, but she's still waiting for the okay from the ethics department
Oh, sorry,
in case there's some type of conflict. She said, "Oh, Maria, you just want to do it."
Maureen or?
This is a new person. Her name is Isabel Molina. She's in the.
Oh, okay, so different.
She was in the city before.
And her manager is Kathleen Lewis?
Catherine Lewis?
I'm asking.
No. Reach out to Isabel and Ed and Daniel and Solar Landscape.
Her name,
Sustainable Jersey.
yeah, let me, you guys can go while I'm looking, I'll,
Think that we could have someone from Rutgers?
Rutgers, maybe.
It might be too technical, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about conservation, but also, are we also going to discuss energy aggregation? That's the reason I made invitations to this. Yeah.
yeah, this is about saving.
We're not,
Yeah, rather no.
Yeah, I mean, Robin's still a resource until the end of the year, so if we if we have something we think she can help us with, she'll do it.
Ed certainly knows about energy aggregation.
Fantastic, yeah.
All right, let me see what I can find. I'm sure her name is in here somewhere. I just gotta remember what it is. I can ask Jane again too if need be. Okay, so we need speakers for it, and then we can work on the flyer. Okay. Sounds good.
So should I push, I want to ask, should I push the date from August 28th to September?
I think right now we can probably keep it if we can find speakers by the end of the month, I would say. We still have a little bit of time if we work on it, you know. If we work on it and we can get speakers in the next like few days, I think we can get a flyer out pretty quick.
We have contacted PSCNG.
That's where Jane sent me a name from PSCNG, and she's like their education person. So I just have to find her email, or I can just reach out to her again. So if she can do it, that would be great. All right, I'll try and get in touch with Jane and see what her name is, this woman, because I think she works for PSE&G, if I remember correctly, and she's like their energy efficiency or conservation person. I wish I could remember her name. Jeez. Okay, Jane. All right.
Thank you.
I know the electric vehicle program manager, but that would not help.
That's the education committee. Do we have any other committees up? There's nothing from, we did the site plan.
Yeah.
Energy,
That too, also,
the overlap,
the publicity, communication.
right.
But, I returned from Europe yesterday and I'm kind of sleepy, so I'm more in listening mode then.
So if that finishes committee reports, any hot topics, news,
I wanted to
policy?
share something.
Sure, go ahead.
I noticed that, in Franklin Township, the churches certainly have taken on solar. First Baptist is sort of late coming to the table, but they have something called the Genesis Project, where they're going to put solar panels everywhere they can on their roof. They're going to install charging stations. But one thing that's unique is that they expect that they will have solar credits, and they're going to donate those to the community. They have a mechanism that they're working out. So those in the community that need some assistance with their electrical can get them from First Baptist. It'll be interesting to see how exactly that works out. And they have gotten $1 million from Danielson and his committee towards this project, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
They get the, what used to be called SREX, they have a different name.
Okay.
Sissy, I think it's called now. But for every 1,000 kilowatts, you get a check.
Yeah.
$200. If that's what they're gonna use, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Except that it delays the payback, so
Yeah.
the investor has to be willing to essentially
Well,
give up money.
The church is, if church is gonna be the owner, they're not leasing, they're gonna finance it, then they get to keep the SREX, or what they're called now.
Yes, but we are talking about the revenue from the SREX will not be used to pay for the investment, but it will be used to donate it out.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
That's, it may be a little bit, I don't know. But, yeah.
Maybe somebody from First Baptist would like to be one of the speakers we're looking
Oh yeah, that could be a good speaker. Yeah, absolutely. Someone from the church. Yeah.
I'm not sure who the principal, mover and shaker on that project is. I've heard it from some of the pastor himself and some of the others, but I'm sure he has other people there. Maybe I can find out, if there's someone who's the lead and could be one of the speakers, yeah.
Work with Maria to,
He really wants the community to know that they are going green. And so the opportunity to share that might be something you're looking for. Yeah.
I'll be at the,
I'll share that with you, okay?
the name, so reach out.
Right, anything else? We'll move on to old business. Residential energy efficiency campaign grant updates.
I think it's kind of what Maria just talked about.
That was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we did that already. Okay. In the Firefly Walk, Maria and Robin and I, we all walked, was about a mile.
And I was in a church event in Newark, and it was 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
My friend Gail and I and Robin and her husband Paul, we walked about a mile. You go down, first the woman that was in charge of it read us a story about fireflies.
Oh, Vanessa, yeah.
A song that she created.
Yes, she's the chair of the Trails Advisory Committee.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. And there were a lot of kids. And we walked down this way and then across and then down and around. And there were fireflies all over the place.
Yeah, that was the perfect day for it.
Perfect.
The day was great for that. That was like the height of the height of the firefly season. So
So
yeah.
we learned all about the life of the fireflies through the building. And then there were people from the astronomy club there also. And they had 2 big telescopes set up. But it was kind of cloudy, and a lot of people were tired after walking a mile. It's not paved.
Yeah.
It's just that they mowed the grass. So you could, and it was about a little wider than this table, the path, and you just walked around. And so we didn't stay to look at the stars, but it was nice. It was a nice
It's a good
turnout.
partnership of the
Yes.
Trails Committee and the Environmental Commission.
Yes.
And the Trails Committee has been holding that event since like 2019 probably, every year. So we can keep partnering with them moving forward to promote the dark skies.
I just remember, not on the topic, but I think Franklin Day, September 13. I just want to bring to.
Okay,
that
great.
actually- Lights Out event. That's been around for many years.
I just keep it under old business. I don't know if I have to. Are we going to hold the lights out event? Because
Well, in the last meeting, what Robin mentioned was that if we do something like this in the town, it has to go through Mr. Bogenlocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can assess how they feel about it, we can
Okay.
go or.
Got it. Okay. Let me see. Lights out event. I'll talk and see what he thinks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now,
Yes, all business.
and anything new on the youth member that was going through the
I haven't
council?
heard anything. I checked with Councilmember Potasnik. I haven't heard anything back yet. So
I mean, now we're gonna need
we sent the memo.
okay. And skip the stuff is something Robin mentioned.
Yeah,
We
so
have
she sent me the graphics for it. I
Right.
did send in a request for a quote from a printer
Okay.
for the decals. So as soon as I get that back and we can do the PO and we can order them, once we have the decals and the sign that basically says what it is, we can start working on that.
It's funny, the curbside,
Yeah.
So rather than we going to businesses, cannot it be mailed with a letter saying that, encouraging them to post it directly?
We could do it that way too, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's like a letter coming from the commission saying that, please stick it.
that would be
It's like a letter.
Yeah.
Rather than we just going up and, leaving it there, it may make a better impact.
We have the budge for,
We do, yeah.
well, we should get an article in that quarterly news.
We could do that as well, yeah. It might be better to do it that way, because we could basically ask the tax assessor probably to look up the addresses for the food establishments and then mail it out. We do have the postage,
Yeah.
so we could do that, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I like it.
Good.
The stuff is that the businesses will be prompting their customers to bring their usable stuff, or
Well, they basically would post this decal in their window and a sign that basically says, we're not gonna just put, straws, napkins, condiments in your bag.
You have to
If you want it, you have to go over, there might be a table, like where you
so
can
the
pick it up.
supplies.
Yes, instead of just throwing it in there,
I
yeah.
mean, like, Mike's subs over on
Yes,
Cedar
they
Grove,
do it,
They
yeah.
have it sitting there, they don't put it in the bag. So
Correct.
If you want it, you.
To grab it or ask for it, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. We could do that. That would save time and honestly would probably reach more people because it's gonna take a lot of effort to go to all the businesses, yeah.
The chamber, probably you can also use the chamber of commerce.
Oh, the Chamber of Commerce, Board of Health even, yeah, okay.
Are these establishments allowed to fill customer containers with the food if the customer brings?
If the customer asks for it.
Well, the customer will bring container.
Right.
Let's say that they want to take it to the next level. Are they allowed, from the hygiene viewpoint, whatever regulation, that they would
Bring their own container?
No.
I don't know. So one thing I can say is when I go to Starbucks, for example, I have a mug that like Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, if you give them your mug, they will fill it, right? But my Starbucks mug that I got, it has a top on it that you can like keep. They always tell me I have to take the top off myself. That I don't know why. They will not touch the top of it. Yeah. So there might be a regulation, like a health regulation involved with that or something. I don't know. But I know in terms of drinks, they will do that. I don't know though with food. I'm not sure.
a couple of years or last year ago, I actually went to fast food and I gave them my glass container. They were looking at me, but they did it.
Oh, they did do it.
They
Okay.
did. But maybe they just wanted to please the customer.
Yeah.
Without thinking whether.
Also, their packing is part of their advertising.
Yeah, that's
You know, It's got the
true.
logos and all the stuff on the outside of the pack. And you look at Wendy's or McDonald's or, that's part of their thing.
It's a good idea though. It's like I can ask the health. I'm sure there's some kind of health regulation. There's got to be, but I can ask and see if there is. Because like I said, I know I've seen other people do it too. It's not
But I
just.
understand that this is not the core of the skip the stuff.
Yeah.
No.
But
It's the next step. Yeah, I get it. I like it
I mean,
too.
people don't think about it. They just come empty-handed to the establishment and just giving me everything. But,
Well, for the food establishments too, though, it's going to actually end up saving them money, even if
Oh,
they
yeah.
put it out on the table, like Jersey Mike's does,
Right.
Wendy's does that. Basically, instead of them just constantly throwing stuff into the bag, if a customer wants, they might just pick out. Some customers are cool. I've seen them do it. Will go over there and take a ton of stuff.
Right.
But there are some that will just take the one straw, whatever they want. So
We have to emphasize in the letter. How
right, it has to say that it's going to save you money. You're right.
it creates a
Thank you,
little bit of a
Phil.
barrier.
It does.
Moe's, I think, puts stuff in the bag.
Yeah, I think McDonald's does, right? A lot of places do.
Yeah.
A lot do. Okay.
So that's that one.
So I'll follow up on those decals, yep.
Yeah, I'm afraid the curbside composting, the driver they had did not have a good driving record.
Oh.
So he could not get insurance. And I think that's been their problem. They don't have a driver that can come up this way.
Got it.
They were starting to mature into a real business. Now you get into the real world.
That's the thing,
And
yeah.
insurance is a prime factor for vendors,
Ask them for insurance.
Sure,
Insurance drives the country.
Yeah, you could,
I think we don't need to make an update on that.
no, I think we can leave that off.
Take it off,
If
okay.
if it rears its head again, we'll do it, but I think that can come off. Okay. So, if there's no other things to look at, we'll ask the public if they want to make any comments, or open the floor for.
Second.
Aye.
Well, one of the things that I have noticed is that sometimes people are, like just the other day, I was up here, and this woman had her car running. And she said she wanted the car to just be running. She didn't want to turn it off. And that's something that is really, especially in the summertime, not really good,
Like getaway here.
Another comment that I had a while ago was this woman said that she puts all of her stuff in the garbage. She doesn't recycle. It's too much of a pain to recycle. So she just said, oh no, I just put newspapers and glasses and everything in my garbage. I don't know if that's illegal or illegal.
No.
We gotta get to her grandkids.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Technically, I guess the garbage people, if they thought there was,
Could they refuse
they
it?
could refuse it, but the chance of that happening is slim to none probably.
They don't even open it to check what's garbage there.
Oh, yeah, I live in a condo where our garbage is different.
Right.
We never check the load.
Yeah.
Picked up twice a week, and they're separate containers and all that stuff.
It's a shame.
Convenience drive the world, you know.
Do we know when the new recycling cans are going to come for the rest of the township?
I do not know that. I could find out. I could ask. I'm not 100% sure. So let me see if I can find out.
How old is that woman who's like resistant to recycling?
She didn't seem that old, no. I mean, obviously she was 55 or more, but she didn't seem very old.
I'll go talk to her. I'm very enthusiastic.
You have to get past the guardhouse.
Would it go to the 70,000 people?
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. We've been recycling for decades.
Right,
Absolutely.
exactly.
She missed the memo.
She missed the memo.
The extended producer,
recycling program?
Yes.
What does her neighbors say?
The thing is,
She doesn't participate.
I don't know, it was just somebody who didn't believe in doing it, no.
with anything new, I learned like in the safety office, because nobody wants to change their behavior when it comes to safety. But to try to get through to people, you got to make it easy. So is there any way, the township, her neighbors, her family could make it easier for her that, because I hate to say it, I find most Americans don't want to think. They don't. It drives me bananas. But how could we make it easy for her? What would be a motivation? Because I can't believe that.
It is an easy thing right away,
It is easy.
Yeah, you
Does
got
she's got to
containers.
have all the right toters, right? All the
Yes,
containers.
everybody does.
Everybody doesn't.
Yeah, already supplied.
Renaissance is not any different from Canal Walk.
I go into the
You get
recycling
blue
shed.
containers for paper and one in the barrel for glass.
Yeah.
And the community has, the trucks come in every other week and they pick it up.
Maybe we could talk to the Boy Scouts. If somebody wants to get a merit badge, help her.
There are no kids in that development.
Yeah.
This is an active adult.
I'm trying here.
Community. No, it doesn't work that way.
Like I'm always cleaning up. I live in a condo and we have our own recycling shed. I went in there today. OMG. Come on. I even put up signs, paper, whatever over here, plastic and metals over there. Can they do it? No. So I'm going through, the bins, trying to condense and separate. And it's like source separation does not require a PhD. Sorry, Dr. Chase.
yeah, I just returned from Europe, from Czechia, and they, we have two buckets, one for paper and one for everything else. And for the everything else, we cannot use it for plastic film, because the first destination for that commingled is a sortation device, sortation equipment. In Europe, they have plastic bags, multicolors. I didn't count them all, but essentially the separation at point of generation by consumer is too much granular detail, so that the material is not sorted after that. It goes into processing directly. So they have glass separately, metals, plastic. They have even Tetra Pak separation, right? Because they are very heavy into long-lasting milk. I don't know why. So they have much higher recycling rate. It's just the mentality of people. If it's not happening, they would not be asking people. But if we ask our residents to do it, would they do it? You would find everything in every bucket, right?
Americans resist a lot of things compared to Europeans. I think it was probably a selection process. The people who came to the U.S., they were bolder, but they were also more orderly.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. But yeah, we're the land of the free. I'm free to do it any way I want to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Well, okay. Anything, Bill? No. Motion to close the public comment period.
So moved.
Second.
Paul, one last thing.
Sure.
What are we doing for Franklin Day? Have we,
I haven't talked about that yet. It's a good thing.
it's not far away.
September sometime.
September 13th.
The 13th?
Really? That early?
Well, we have to, there'll be a table for us.
I have actually a fresh announcement. New Jersey Electric Vehicle Association will have an event on August 10th. It will be called Cookout. Anyway, my understanding, so I'm not the primary who is organizing it. It's my colleague Ashley Lynn Kwa. She lives in Manville. But apparently the prime spot that she found would be Colonial Park. So everyone is welcome. Let me see, August 10th, isn't it Saturday?
Franklin Day, that's going to be very busy.
No, it's August.
August.
August 10 is Sunday. So it's coming up. We will have lots of electric vehicles, well, but we will have a demonstration how energy from electric vehicle can be used for something else. So we will have a vehicle to load demonstration, various, including cooking, grilling. So it will be all supplied by the electric vehicle. We will also demonstrate charging another car from electric car, which we have done already before, unplanned, but yeah, that's all.
It's like regular car batteries jumping another car. So you can do that with the lithium batteries.
Right. So with the regular car, you are talking about the lead acid battery just to make the car start. But with electric vehicle, you actually transfer the juice. So if you have a stranded electric vehicle, you can pull with another car. You can plug it in and allow the vehicle to actually continue to drive to reach a regular charging station or even destination. And there is no smoke or noise involved.
No emissions. No, yeah.
Yeah, when you want to jump up another car, you have to have your engine running because you need to charge.
True, yeah. We've all been there.
So, so that will be, we will have some refreshment. It will be also membership drive campaign. So if you have any questions about electric vehicles, if you would like to touch them, see them, they will be there. I will report more details at our next event, because next meeting will be August what?
Let me look at the calendar
I
here.
didn't even think that far in advance.
August
The 4th here.
4th, yeah.
4th and 18th.
4th and 18th.
So everyone is welcome.
For the Franklin Day, we've got about 50 or 75 of those night lights. Something we could give out at Franklin Day, like we used to do before. It's not a big number, but it's something for 75 people. Come,
I tried using that. It would only come on if I poked at it. But the whole point of those is supposed to be to have a light that enables you to find the regular switch or something.
Yeah, line works. I plug it in,
But if
it lights up around the side.
it didn't,
Oh, you gave him a dud. I get my night light, so.
You got some back there, right?
Yeah, I got 4 right here.
25 store.
Yeah, we gave you one last week.
I have one in my room.
Night light? No, I didn't have one last week.
Give me a good night
I have a
light.
night light.
I have several in my condo.
Night light in the bathroom or wherever.
Yeah, in the bathroom. You don't have to turn on lights.
You already have it probably.
Yeah.
It plugs in, and if it's dark, it's lit. When your lights go on in the room, it's not lit.
Yeah, it turns on.
I got 2. I love them.
Yeah, that's I have one in the kitchen and one
And
in
if you want to
if
use the power
room
outlet, you
has
have to
be dark
remove it.
for it to come on. That way it's coming on.
hour.
It won't do it in the daytime.
Because it's just occupying the power outlet permanently.
Okay, so then we'll close the public comment period. Walter, yeah.
No, I just wanted to ask Stan, I heard something about solar challenges by colleges, across the country. And, the technology for solar charging, I guess, is in the early stages, but.
You mean solar cars?
Yeah.
I don't have
You
any
haven't heard anything
particular
about
update.
There's a national competition for school solar car vehicles.
Solar
And
racers.
in fact, right now, they're racing against each other at the Texas Speedway in Dallas. And I know this because my grandson is on the team for his school actually that he just graduated from.
So Rutgers, they have their solar racer team, and they actually had their model displayed at some of events of New Jersey Electric Vehicle Association. I wanted them badly at the Franklin High School earlier this year. They came, but they had only table. And they said that the model that they had, it was so beaten up that they donated it to someone. And they brought 3D printed model of their next generation of what they are going to build. So hopefully next time they will bring a model. It's a nice attraction because it's cool looking. It looks completely different than any other car. Obviously, there are also commercial attempts to build electric vehicles that can be solar powered. Mm-hmm. In Europe, there were 2 companies that made the attempt, Sono Motors, but they bankrupt. Well, they essentially were not able to get enough funding for scale up for manufacturing. And the second one was Solar One or something One. It was spin-off from Eindhoven University that it was also a student project originally. And that was supposed to be a very super premium four-wheeler that would provide significant range just from sun. But all of these ideas are based on the fact that the solar roof will supplement only portion of the energy.
But that's
And in United States, we have Aptera Motors, based in California. They have designed a vehicle that is in the tear shape. So it's very, very sleek. It is the most efficient vehicle that has ever been built. Aero drag 0.13, if that number.
wow, yeah.
It is three-wheeler, dictated by efficiency. They just cut the one wheel because of the efficiency.
Yeah.
It has solar, the front, the dash, the roof, and the hatch. And it under ideal conditions in locations like South California or Arizona, it will make 40 miles a day just from sun. In New Jersey, consider about 30 miles. It may sound like nothing, but 30 times 300 days or so, that's 8,000, 9,000 miles a day just from sun. So for some people,
supplements the
for some people, they may not need to plug it at all if you make less than 9,000 miles a year.
Wow.
But obviously, you will get more miles in summer and less in winter. And that vehicle has also charging port, and it has battery that is relatively small, 40 kilowatt hours, but for vehicle of that efficiency, it's projected to give you 400 miles because it's so efficient. So relatively small battery. They still are in investment round. So right now you can invest whatever you want to, and they have now production intent vehicles, and they're very exciting. They will come with their prototype to New Jersey in the fall, hopefully. They're just scheduling the route, and I'm in touch with them as one of the ambassadors, and hopefully we will have some prototype here available to check it out. It's very
So,
cool.
Stan, is this like comparable to stock car racing? Because they're using like regular road, commercial kind of cars? So it's like stock car?
Doc?
Stock. Yeah, I used to love watching car racing. There's stock car, and then there's Formula One. And if you want to see a
No,
good
no,
movie,
it is
the
road
F1.
legal. It's a road legal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And also I didn't mention it has 2 seats. It's a 2-seater. But the hatch offers lots of cargo space in the back. Like it's a pickup truck, you know.
I want to see a good racing movie, F1. I was blown away at the technology they've now put in the F1 racing cars.
Yeah.
So I apologize, it was a little bit advertisement, but we kind of started talking about solar vehicles, so.
No, I'm sorry, I got carried
But,
away.
So I'll make a motion to close the public comment period. I think we did that already. So moved. Meeting's adjourned. Motion to adjourn.
Yes.
So moved.
so.
Meeting's adjourned.
Car racing with my
Alright.
See
dad.
you all in August.